Welcome back to the John and Linetia Show.
We'd like to thank Ted Nugent for joining us the last hour for some lively conversation.
That was not Ted Nugent.
Yes, it was Ted Nugent.
It was not. You came here in the studio, you dropped a huge bag of dog poo on the floor, and you talked to it for an hour.
Right. Yeah, it was Ted Nugent.
Oh. Okay. All right.
Hey, let's talk about hookers.
Speaking of.
I love me some hookers.
I bet you do. When I see, so does the Secret Service.
So does the Secret Service. Can you blame them? You know, so President Obama goes to Colombia, and the Secret Service. No. Let's be clear. In some parts of Colombia, except kind of in this kind of downtown area, hooking is legal.
Yes.
And okay, fine. It makes sense to me. After all, it's if you give away sex for free, that's legal. Well, why can't you charge for it? That should be legal too. But apparently, in the area in the hotel that they were in, it was not really legal to import the prostitutes from other parts of the city.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened was apparently. The hooker thought that the agreed upon price for their hour or so together was to be $800, whereas for some reason the Secret Service agent, apparently thinking the exchange rate was different, had decided that maybe it was only $28. Now, I gotta say,
nobody gives it up for $28.
Yeah, I don't think it's $28 anywhere. I mean, even in the poorest of poorest of poorest, $28 is too much. I guess it's just kind of amazing. Apparently, this kind of uncovered that several Secret Service agents decided to hang out with some hookers and are being rightfully terminated or punished in some way.
Or they stepped away from their position.
They stepped away from their position.
Right. Okay, I just want to say, this is just my personal opinion. One, you were there protecting the president. And that was your job. And you weren't doing that. You were doing other stuff.
I would say in their defense that it's easier to protect the president when you're not horny.
Oh, that's true.
It's very you don't want to be jumpy. You don't want to be going off half cocked.
That's
on anything.
Yes, thanks, John. Okay, that's the first thing. Second thing is his freaking itinerary was laying out there.
So that's a bad thing. But maybe the Secret Service agent thought that with his skills that he was, screwing her brains out, and that she wouldn't be able to read the itinerary was in English, and she didn't think, no habla inglés or something like that. She only spoke the language of love,
the language of sex,
played the skin flute or something like that. I think the funniest thing, one of the, I guess the first or the hooker who was involved. To me, the funniest thing was it was a story in I think it was the New York Daily News, and it says the 24-year-old single mom of a 9-year-old son.
Let's count that. Let's count that.
She could be a grandmother before she's 30.
35.
30 even. Her son is 15 when she's 30.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
And one more thing I just want to add to this. I just don't believe this is the first time something has happened like this.
Well, no.
I don't believe so. I think this is the first time they got caught.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
But this is not the first time. I'm pretty sure they're getting paid lots of money.
Probably.
To protect the president. Yeah. We're just going to go and blow it on some hookers.
Yeah.
No problem.
Blow it on someone blowing them. Yeah. I feel so sorry for them. Yeah. So,
good luck, guys.
So I guess it's time. We haven't done this yet, but how about a Chicago sports update?
That would be good.
Okay, so let's see where we're at. We got the Blackhawks, unfortunately, were eliminated by the Phoenix Coyotes.
Yes.
Did not play all that well,
Yes.
in the playoffs. So eliminated in the first round. That's a bummer. Still waiting for soccer to come back to Chicago and the Chicago Sting to come back. I don't prescribe that the Chicago Fire is a real team. Football, we've got the NFL draft upcoming, and the Bears probably will pick somebody who won't start or something will be horrible.
Maybe. Just maybe.
Basketball. Hey, the Bulls.
Basketball.
The Bulls, the best team in the Eastern Conference.
They're hot, man.
Yeah.
They're hot.
Looks like that they're going to win it. And really, right now, they're looking to see if in the playoffs they're going to play either Philadelphia or New York. That'll probably be decided. Well, who knows? I guess this weekend.
Sometime this week, yeah.
It will happen because there's only a couple more games left.
I don't think they play this week later on this week either. So
I think I got a game or two left. Maybe by the time this podcast is airing, season will be over. But either way, so the Bulls are kicking butt. We just got to see. We just got to see if Derrick Rose can remain healthy.
I know. I mean, unless it's a ploy.
I don't
Unless it's
so.
a ploy, sometimes they sift their people out. But one of the things I really, really like about the Bulls, I mean, it's time. I'm on their side. It's time to win a championship. But I think it's going to be hard to beat them because you are basically playing two teams. You have the team on the floor that's just fantastic, and then you have the bench that's just fantastic.
Right.
You don't know who you're playing when you go out there, and I don't feel sorry for any of the other teams. I'm sorry. I just don't.
When do I ever feel sorry for any of the other teams? I don't know.
And I have to admit, the Miami Heat, they did a different job this time. They weren't as arrogant as they were last season. They've calmed down a little bit.
Now, it's hard to be arrogant when you haven't won anything.
That's true. That's true. And then Oklahoma City is just...
Well, they've got, like the Heat, they've got two premier stars on their team, so they're cleaning up. Although, to be fair, they're not even, at this point, they're not even the best team in their conference.
No,
the Spurs are still kicking butt.
They're kicking butt. Who I'm surprised at though that's not doing well are the Lakers.
Well, when they kind of, you get rid of Phil Jackson,
that's
he
one.
leaves, and you blow up the team a little bit.
Yeah.
Lamar Odom, is gone, and Derek Fisher, and you've got really a situation where that team just didn't gel, especially with the new coach. They're doing well, and they might pull it together, but at this point in time, they're just as good as the Clippers, which is not always a good thing to say.
Right, exactly.
So, and then we come around to baseball. And congratulations to Phil Humber.
Love the White Sox.
Pitching that perfect game.
You told me you saw it, right?
I watched the game from beginning to end. I was at my girlfriend's house, Crystal, and we were really just killing time. And she was cleaning her apartment while I was just watching TV and the Sox game was on, so I started watching the Sox game, and it was funny because we were supposed to go out to one of her friend's house for a birthday party, and it was about the seventh inning, and she's like, "Okay, ready? Let's get going." And I was like, "No, I'm not leaving.
I'm planted right here.
I am not leaving." And I watched it to the very end, and it was great.
I know you're a huge baseball fan.
He was dominant. I'm a pretty big baseball fan. I'm more of a football and hockey fan, but I'm still a big baseball fan, and he was dominant. It was a great performance, a really great game.
Wow, that's
so the White Sox are doing well.
Good.
I mean, the Detroit Tigers were supposed to kind of run away with the division, and they haven't yet. The Sox are doing much better, probably, than people expected. It's still early. And the Cubs suck.
Again.
The thing about the Cubs right now that just blows me away is that there are people who are reacting as if they were supposed to be good.
Oh, yeah.
And they were not. They're not. We all got the warning. They were not going to be good.
Yeah, but, we always have champagne dreams. You know, we always want to say, you know, the Cubs are going to do well this year. And, you know, no more curses and yada, 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 yada to the Cubs. And, you know, I'm a huge fan of our teams, but it's just like, man, seriously?
Yeah, they blow.
Oh, wow.
All right, we'll be right back after these words from the Incredible Hulk, who wants to remind everyone that Hulk is strongest there is, and Hulk smash, and Hulk hate puny humans.
You're listening to the John and Linetia Show.